As an anxious attachment style, your biggest wound is fear of abandonment. So if you want to have a successful 2024, then these are 3 things you want to avoid doing to get closer to a secure attachment style. Number 1, stop seeking external validation. A lot of anxious attachment styles have a habit of seeking external validation without even realizing it. And this looks like always catering to what other people want to eat or what other people want to do, constantly asking others what they think. And don't get me wrong, it's okay to be considerate of others and ask other people what they think. However, if this is a pattern for you and it's excessive, it's most likely coming from a place of people pleasing and secretly seeking validation. Because your subconscious is going, if I morph into someone I think that they would like, then I have a better chance of getting their approval and they would like me more. And if you notice, there's a secret motive behind what you're doing, and it's coming from a place of lack and fear. As an anxious attachment style, in order to heal your fear of abandonment and move closer to secure, we want to be confident in our decisions. We want to learn to be more independent and autonomous, which means making decisions for ourselves, even if that leads to a mistake or us realizing that we didn't want to do that in the first place. And I know sometimes you fear that making a mistake means that you're a failure, and so you try to avoid that and delegate all your thinking and decision-making tasks to everyone else around you. But the truth is, by doing that, you're actually subconsciously telling yourself that you don't trust yourself enough to make a decision for yourself, and you need to depend on other people to make sure that you feel safe. So the next time you find yourself secretly seeking validation, take a second to pause and tell yourself, I'm gonna make this decision for myself, and even if it's a mistake or I dislike it, own up to it. Because mistakes doesn't mean you're a failure, it just means that you're trying. Think of it as an exploration phase where you're experimenting and trying new things and figuring out what you like. And if you really don't know what you want, that's okay. That doesn't mean that you have to ask someone else. Of course, sometimes that's helpful, but as an anxious attachment style, we need to practice to make decisions for ourselves, because we will never know what we like and dislike if we never try new things. And number 2, we want to avoid constantly asking other people to join us when we're trying to run errands or do something new. As an anxious attachment style, we want to get used to doing things alone, especially if that's something uncomfortable for you. And I want you to think, when was the last time you were actually there for yourself? You were actually alone, present, and enjoying your own company. If you're thinking, I don't know, I'm always with someone, I don't like being alone, then I highly encourage you to start scheduling me time to do something alone for yourself. Even if it's as simple as going on a walk on yourself, going to the grocery store alone, sitting at a coffee shop and journaling and doing some work alone. You need to be alone and learn to enjoy your own company. Because the truth is, not everyone's always gonna be there for you. And we have to stop waiting on others to start our life. And once you practice being familiar with just sitting and enjoying your own company, you are showing and telling your subconscious that it is safe to be alone. And not only that, but you're also subconsciously telling yourself that you are not abandoning yourself because you are showing up for yourself. And you are the most important person that you don't want to abandon. Number 3, the third thing you want to stop doing is overgiving. If you're starting to feel like I give so much to everyone else but I receive nothing, then this is your sign to stop overexerting yourself to other people and instead take some of that energy back and start learning to fulfill your own need. So this means stop overgiving your time. If something is going over schedule, let the other person know and set your boundary. Stop overgiving with gifts. Stop overgiving with your emotions. If you are at emotional capacity and you don't have the energy to listen, then let them know, I don't have the energy or capacity right now to be engaged in this conversation. And stop overgiving with your actions. Don't do the favors and go the extra mile constantly for other people if it's at the expense of your own health and wellness. Because we only have so much energy in a day, and if we're constantly using that to give to other people and overexert ourselves, we're gonna have nothing for ourselves. And it's not other people's responsibility to energize us and fulfill us. It's our responsibility to. So make sure you save enough for yourself, and after you fulfill your needs, then when you're overflowing and have the energy, you can give to other people afterwards. But with that said, start with these 3 things to avoid in order to get closer to secure, and comment down below which one you're focusing on first. If you're ready to dive more in depth and heal your attachment style, make sure that you click the link in my description below to book a call, and we'll strategize your next steps for growth together. But remember, like and subscribe, and as always, you got this.